Now let's get more analysis on this from retired U.S. military Colonel Richard Williams. He's also a former Deputy Director on the Nato International Staff and Senior National Security Fellow at the Harvard University Kennedy School. He joins me now live from Belgium. Thank you very much, Colonel, for joining us here on TRT World. Now, certainly a lot has happened in Ukraine over the past 1 year. Tell me, how would you assess the supply of logistics and weapons from NATO countries to Ukraine?
Well, thank you very much for having me on. Uh, Obviously, these systems and provided by the United States, NATO, and other countries have been absolutely crucial to the Ukraine forces. But remember that Ukraine has undergone significant high-tempo combat training over the last 8 years since Russia's occupation, annexation of the Crimea in 2014. That has had a profound effect on the performance of the Ukrainian military. Early on, at the outset of the war, the Western intelligence provided to Ukraine was crucial, along with weapons such as the Javelin anti-tank missile, which were decisive, really, in preventing the Russian uh, capture of Kiev and the decapitation of the government, especially when combined with the fact that the Russian forces' performance was really unexpectedly incompetent throughout all phases of this conflict. Uh, since that time, since the early stages of the war, later NATO provided HIMARS sustained support from the West, that is artillery systems, highly accurate precision systems, which has been used obviously with great effect. Ukraine's fighting spirit has kept Ukraine in this fight, and more specifically enabling them
Right.
to conduct a series of very successful offensive operations more recently.
Now, Colonel Williams, since the war began in Ukraine, the West, especially the United States, has remained at the forefront when it comes to providing aid, military aid to Ukraine. More and more arms packages are being announced by the United States. But is that enough for Ukraine to defend against a predicted Russian offensive? Or do you think countries like the United States should do more at this point?
My personal opinion is that the United States can and will do more. However, up to this stage in the war, we've provided $15 billion in military aid, precision artillery capability HIMARS, which has a range of 50 miles, and in addition, other additional systems such as drones and counter drones capabilities. Since December 2022, this year, important precision bomb kits, ADAM has been provided, smart bombs, in addition to the Patriot missile system, which I should point out is only a battery at this stage, which is only 6 to 8 launchers, and that's good only for point defense and key areas defense. Uh, at this point, I would say that these are a significant difference that has been provided to Ukraine, but certainly not a game changer, as some people indicate. More quantity of these capabilities will cause those game-changing effects to take place. And so we need a lot more quantity with the quality at this stage. Washington and others have methodically upgraded Kiev's arsenal of defense systems with Javelin anti-tank weapons and other switchblade aircraft, drones, and HIMARS, with other systems, I think, needed for to Kiev to restore its borders with Russia.
All right. Fascinating insights into the topic. Colonel Richard Williams, thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World. Really appreciate your taking out the time.